Hi, today we're talking with Dima Tokar from MachNation. Dima, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your company?
Absolutely. My name is Dima Tokar. I'm a co-founder of MachNation. I'm from a product management background. Started MachNation about 3.5 years ago or so to focus on IoT. And MachNation is one of the few industry analyst firms that is focused exclusively on the IoT market. That's the only thing that we do.
There's a lot of IoT products and solutions and platforms on the market right now. Are you seeing any consolidation?
We are seeing consolidation today. If you look at some of the big players like Microsoft and Amazon, they've all made strategic acquisitions to bolster their IoT platform strategy. We're seeing IoT startups get significant funding in order to get significant market share. But at the end of the day, there can't be a couple of hundred IoT platforms in the market. We see as a company that there will be consolidation, and we believe that more specific than just the IoT platform, we're going to have to be looking at the specific capabilities of those platforms in order to truly understand what does one platform do, what does another platform do, and then after that sort of consolidation occurs, you'll have maybe a couple of players doing something really well, but we're not going to have so many generalists out in the market.
And looking at trends, I mean, there's a lot of IoT providers out there right now and different products. How important do you think the management aspect of that is going to be?
Yeah, the management is critical, and I think it's one of those aspects that's sometimes overlooked in the beginning. When you are trying to get a pilot out the door, you're looking at 5 to 10 devices in a lab somewhere in the basement. It's very easy to forget about the manageability of the solution, but when we talk about IoT scale, we're talking about hundreds of thousands, potentially millions of devices being managed, and so the ability to not only connect all of those devices, but to be able to operationalize and automate all of those technologies in order to reach IoT scale is critical.
Open APIs and different ecosystems are really important. How do you think those are going to help companies stand out in the marketplace?
Yeah, it's a great question, and we believe that openness is an extremely important aspect for IoT platforms. So when you look at platforms like OceanConnect that are bringing pre-integrated devices that simply work out of the box with the platform and providing APIs to integrate new devices, that greatly simplifies the complexity of standing up an IoT solution, because it means that the developers and the folks building the solution and putting it together, they're able to bring a device and simply plug it in, and with a very little configuration, get it up online and operational. And that makes a challenge of sort of connectivity and having all of these different components work together much lesser, because everything is, at least some aspects of it are working right away. Those are the types of platforms that enterprises and carriers are going to want to work with, because ultimately that speeds up time to market for deploying IoT solutions.
Are there any final thoughts you'd like to add about your opinions and your views on the IoT market?
Well, I think for us at MachNation, one of the areas that we're researching in IoT is the importance of edge computing and edge technologies. And so edge to us is really the concept that certain types of computation for data is going to occur much closer to the source of data generation. So oftentimes in a factory or at a field site. And so we believe that platforms that are also successful with expanding their strategy to support edge computing and edge device management are going to play a critical role for spaces like industrial and oil and gas, where a lot of data is being generated, and it's important to process it at the edge because of the bandwidth constraints and the latency constraints between the edge and the cloud.
Right. Well, thank you very much for joining us today and sharing your views on the IoT marketplace.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.